Just because I do loads of poos in a day doesn't mean I have Rhea though. Like Rhea.
Yeah, but every time like we communicate, I think you say diarrhea building.
Diarrhea building. Yeah, but that's not literal.
Well,
it's more satisfying to say diarrhea building than I'm nearly ready to do a poo. Don't you think? Just a good diarrhea building.
I guess. I won't argue with it.
See? I think it makes my point clear. A little bit embellished, but you know.
Yeah, let's see how the brain can affect diarrhea. Because it would explain Alex's constant thoughts about diarrhea.
People don't get that. We'd just be doing nothing and Alex would just say, rebuilding. Diarrhea building. It's like a constant part of his life.
Yeah,
everything is like building towards, like this whole time it's come up to this. This is the end game. Alex's end game.
Yeah.
All that weird conversation. This is it.
The diarrhea is built.
Yeah.
You could say.
No, this is Rhea Supreme. This is bruh. I've never experienced anything like this.
Is this sort of careful what you wish for type stuff? Because like for months you've been singing diarrhea building, you know, and you've built it.
Are you saying I manifested it?
You manifested it. You've built it to such a degree, and your body's like, right, your brain is sort of brought it upon your body. Maybe it was nothing to do with the salad. Maybe it was like I'm the brain. You've told me diarrhea's been building. Right, diarrhea's built. Let's go. You know, 4 days of it.
Dude, I've had it before in my life, but never like this. Never like this. Lampy9162 says, I'm usually not the one to leave a comment, but I started saying diarrhea building to people after listening to this app, and I, no joke, just had really bad diarrhea for the first time in years.
I think this is like a hex. Like
it's like a curse. It's like an ARG, but real.
Yeah, you're like training your brain to make your bowel Rhea.
Jody Strauss says, Jar Boys, I'm quite scared to say diarrhea building. It's very funny, but I'm deathly afraid of the fecal consequences if I incorporate it into my vernacular. Please help. And then they replied to it later. Update. 3 hours after posting this comment, I had genuinely horrible Rhea, despite not having deviated from my normal diet. The curse is real, even if you just type it out.
Send this to 5 people or risk getting diarrhea.
Yeah. Send the Jar Media podcast to everyone you know, or you will get diarrhea building.
You will get Rhea building.
Diarrhea building.
Well, how far does this go? Like, if you think diarrhea building, then do you
They said if you just type it out. So maybe...
Yeah, but
it'd be a thought in your head. You'd be
just
thinking about it.
If you, like, you know, like...
like Slenderman, don't think it, don't say it.
Yeah.
Well, no, surely this is what the game's been all along. You've lost the game.
The bad man or something.
Oh, the bye-bye man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say it, don't think it.
If you think about diarrhea, you get it. You've lost the game.
Most of the comments are about this one thing, right? Someone is building. What, do you want me to not mention it?
Yeah, mention it then.
You obviously want to mention it, so we just mention it.
I don't. It's one of these things that's manifested, and it's kind of
manifested. You can't.
I can literally just go to the YouTube comments and look what you're referring to. Just tell us.
You can't like call the police and then be like,
I can't tell you.
This is manifested somehow. You know, there's a something you've done, and a result.
Well.
So tell us about what's building.
I got a few results here in the form of comments, like this one from Noided Monk 8331. Since the Rhea issue doesn't seem to leave the cast anytime soon, I thought I'd share a personal anecdote on its effect on my working life. I've been working at a warehouse, and my go-to thing to listen to while working has been Jar. Ever since the Rhea discussions, this is diarrhea for those new. However...
I don't think you need to tell people that Rhea is Rhea. Everyone knows it's the shower.
Something in me has shifted. Diarrhea building, running through my mind day after day, has unironically made me unwillingly live by those words. Ever since the first RheaCast, I've had constant diarrhea, which is unusual for me. That combined with the quite physical job has led me to some life or death situations. When will it end? Bear from Finland. Placeholder 6357 says, heed my warning, Jarlings. The dreaded Rhea building curse is a reality. Jim boldly put it out like this. Don't say it, don't think it. Well, I unfortunately made the dark mistake of thinking. I do landscaping, and in all my time working here, I've never had to take a dump at any properties I've held it in, or found a bathroom somewhere on site. This time, however, changed everything. I put on the podcast, and at this time I felt a tingle in my tummy, a precursor and forewarning of what was to come. But I dealt with worse. As time went on, feelings slipped away and I resumed my work dutifully. It was then that I slipped on the podcast, and the very moment I heard the words Rhea Building, it started. I stopped, frozen with the weight of a planet dropped on my belly. There was no time to think, no move to be wasted. I felt the dark beast begin to make way down south out of me. I sprang into primal action just as wild prey oft do when pursued by beasts who feed on their flesh. As I ran, I dropped my trusty weed whacker that had been with me through thick and thin. The Rhea made me toss her away carelessly with no remorse. From there I scaled up a short incline, my shoes swallowed up by mud like the earth itself wished to consume me. But I tarried on, and with my own will pushed to the very top. From there I stood atop and obscured myself in a few leaves while overlooking the property. I made it to my destination, my safety, my protection. Yet I hesitated in what I knew had to be done. Could I truly do it? Could I leave such an evil, malignant stain upon these poor people's facilities? The answer, I had to. From there I released my trousers and in all manner of malevolent horror burst from me. I'm sorry for what I've done to my poor client. Heed my warning. Spartans, do not play around with the Rhea, lest you bathe in its black and brown waters.
I don't believe this because they said they're a landscaper.
Yeah, I made it up.
A Jarlin's a landscaper?
This is the same person as that teacher.
Yeah. There's no way you've got a normal job.
Was this also the teacher? Yellow Toad 3216. Alright, Jar, actually stop. I never even said it or wrote it, but after hearing you talk about the Rhea Building, I got woken up to some squirts. Be careful, Jarlings, it could happen to you.
I think they're trying to play us.
There's still more. Mark Intelligence said, I'm sorry to keep returning to it, but the curse is literally real. I was simply joking with my friends today about diarrhea building. Little did I know a few hours later it would hit me. Okay, so I did have the cereal all bran for brekkie, so I am to blame, but the coincidence is just too much to handle. As a message to the Jarlings, please stay away from the phrase or you will Rhea from your Minga.
I've never weird from the Rhea. I've never had diarrhea as a result of diarrhea.
Dude, you're
building.
really asking for it.
Why are you tempting fate like this, man?
Yeah.
Fate is there to be tempted. You can't make fate your B word.
You're playing tennis with the universe right now. You know?
Well, yes. That's what it's there for.
Yeah, but the universe is one mighty serve.
But I don't get Rhea. I never get Rhea.
It is real.
Diarrhea building. Guarantee.
I'm starting to think that it's because it's normally something I will do at least once a day, and when I haven't been doing it.
Diarrhea.
No, not literal, like saying or thinking diarrhea, but not having diarrhea literally.
No, but
one a day.
No. But what I'm trying to say is, I think the problem that is happening is that I'm not saying it some days, so then it's striking someone.
you're not. No, you're
it's
not
like one of those,
You're not the balance of Rhea in the world.
I think I might be. I think it might be an actual, like,
Well, it's not hit
like
me.
an actual curse. It doesn't just because it hasn't hit you doesn't mean it's not real.
No, but what? I need to.
And anyway, it has hit you. You just had it so long you don't even realize what's reality
No, this
anymore.
this is my point. Is what should we calling or identifying as diarrhea here?
No, I'm not going into that.
What do you mean you're not going into that?
That
We
would
need
be
to-
like 2/3 of the podcast. If we did it.
Okay, because
Oh my God.
to me, Rhea is like a tap. That's diarrhea. Liquid, pure liquid. That's diarrhea. If it's solid, it's not diarrhea. So I generally think the Jarlings having this Rhea building, they're not having Rhea. They're just having a bad shit. They're having a mixture. It needs to be majority
mixture's
liquid.
building doesn't sound the same, does it? My mixture's building.
That could be many things. But until it's fully liquid, or mushy. I don't think it's diarrhea. I just think you need a poo, and you've just twigged on to needing poo when you think of diarrhea building.